All right, team, I'm Professor Blowers. We're taking a practice quiz on Kahoot. The recording has begun. So this will tell you, it can help you deliver a dynamic, professional-looking message to an audience. The red triangle is calendar, the blue diamond is presentation, yellow circle is worksheet, and green square is database. Each question is 20 seconds long. The sooner you answer, the more points you get. We've got 3 seconds. There we go. So just to review some things about the Kahoot, like I said, everything is worth 1,000 points each question. This is all just for fun. This is just if you're playing along at home. The sooner you answer, the more points you get. If you answer incorrectly, you get 0. Let me make this as full screen as I possibly can. And it's not letting me. Hey team, cool background, right? Okay, so there we are. Next question. We're wondering, when you open a new presentation, a slide with the default blank layout appears. What is that layout? Red triangle is title only, blue diamond is blank, yellow circle, title and content, and green square, title slide. What layout appears? We've got 3, 2. All right, split. So that would be the title slide layout. You can add a new slide with title and content. You can add a blank slide, but the default is to go straight there to the title slide. All right, still a close game. How about this? PowerPoint assumes every new slide except for a blank slide has this. The red triangle is a title, blue diamond is transitions, yellow circle is large font sizes, and green square is clip art. PowerPoint assumes every new slide except for a blank slide has 3, 2, 1, a title. Yes, that's right. Well done, team. All right, I was a little slow to answer, so I'm a little bit less cool. Well, I don't know how to translate my emojis here, so I won't try. So how about this, y'all? Text blank defines the appearance and shape of letters, numbers, punctuation marks, and symbols. The red triangle is size, blue diamond is format, yellow circle is font, green square is style. It defines the appearance and shapes of letters, numbers, punctuation marks, and symbol. And that'd be our font. Yep, that's just our classic font right there, right? So my favorite would be Comic Sans. Truly the best font to ever grace all of the fonts. I'm of course kidding. All right, I've retaken the lead, but the game is young. How about this, team? You can type comments to yourself in the blank for a specific slide in normal view. The red triangle is slide pane, the blue diamond is notes pane, yellow circle is slides tab, and green square is outline tab. Where do you type comment? There we go. That was quick. You can type comments in the notes pane for a specific slide in normal view. All right, we've got the first fire of the game. In a multi-level bulleted list slide, creating a higher level paragraph is called what? The red triangle is demoting, the blue diamond is increasing, the yellow circle is decreasing, green square is promoting. In a multi-level bulleted list slide, creating higher level paragraphs is called promoting. I know, I was a bit split too. Is it increasing? Is it promoting? I'm thinking list level, right? So in a multi-level bulleted list slide, if you are creating a higher level paragraph, sorry, the Zoom screen's blocking me. When you create a higher level paragraph, it's called promoting. You promote that. Wondering, a slide blank is a specific animation effect used to progress from one slide to the next. Is it the red triangle transition, blue diamond animation, yellow circle theme, green square says layout. That'd be a transition. And again, feel free if you're in here and you want to join the game, you are welcome. The game pin is in the bottom right. All you need to do is navigate to kahoot.it, enter the game pin and your nickname, and you're welcome to join in. How about this, though? We all got points there. Well done. How about this? The box that has a dotted or hatch-marked border that contains the insertion point is a red triangle recorder, blue diamond layout, yellow circle placeholder. The green square says pane. The box that has a dotted or hatch-marked border that contains the insertion point is a... There's our placeholder. That's right. I wish I had built in media into this. But feel free, if you have any questions, let me know. You can email me, message me. We can follow up on any of these questions. Y'all are gaining on me. Hey, so you can drag a selected clip sizing blank to resize the clip. The red triangle is arrow, the blue diamond is handle, yellow circle point, the green square says rectangle. Yep, it's called a sizing handle. If you want it to maintain the same dimensions and not lose any of its resolution, right? Hold the shift button while you drag the sizing handle, and it will resize your image or text box or whatever you are resizing, typically a clip, proportionally. Think of a picture of maybe a school picture that you may have, and if you were to take that and put it into even a Word document, and you take the sizing handle to move it around, if you don't hold shift and you're resizing it using the resizing handle, it won't be proportional. As in, you can make yourself look really tall, you can make it so it's really wide. So when you're editing clips, when you're editing photos or images or graphics, I would say when you have the sizing handle selected, also hold shift so that when you resize it, it is proportionate. Keep up the good work, team. How about this? A slideshow is another name for a PowerPoint presentation. True? That's the red triangle, or false, blue diamond. Of course it is. Yeah, we even have the slideshow button. So yeah, slideshow is another name for a PowerPoint presentation. They can be used interchangeably, and folks will know what you're talking about. Though if you do specifically say PowerPoint, they'll know that you're using PowerPoint, not say Google Slides or Prezi or some of the other presentation software that I'm currently not aware of. And they're still gaining on me. Well done. Riddle me this one though. Hey, the title slide layout contains 3 text placeholders. True or false? This time the red triangle's false, blue diamond is true. Pardon me for that. False. The title slide layout contains 3 text placeholders. Can anybody share how many there might be? You're welcome to leave it in the chat or unmute and let us know. Or we can follow up on this later. How many text placeholders are on the title slide layout? Let's follow up on this after the quiz because I don't have PowerPoint open and I'm recording this. But on your own, quick little homework assignment, open up PowerPoint, create a new slideshow, insert a title slide, and report back to me how many placeholders there are.
I think 1.
That's what I thought too. Yeah, it's usually it's over off on the right-hand side. And you can choose, on the placeholder, you can choose like text, an image, an Excel graph, and a few other options, right? But again, if either of you can open it up and make 100% sure and let us know how many are on that title slide, we'll get to it. I'm pretty sure you're right, though. As we move on, though, animation. Let's think about animations. True or false? And this time, again, the red triangle is false, the blue diamond is true. It's asking, animation uses special visual and sound effects applied to text or other content. True. Yep. And I'm just checking to make sure. It looks like my recording is working all right. Thanks for following along, team. And good to see all of you. Just seeing if I have PowerPoint handy down below, and I'm not seeing it right now. All right. We've got another fire. How about this? When you add a new slide following the title slide, PowerPoint uses this slide layout. The red triangle is blank, blue diamond is comparison, yellow circle is title and content, and green says title only. There you go. Yep. So if you've got a PowerPoint presentation with a handful of slides and you open up a new slide or you create a new slide following the title slide, PowerPoint will automatically use the title and content slide layout. Well, all right, well done. This is a close game. The default PowerPoint view is this view. The red triangle says slideshow, blue diamond is normal, yellow circle is slide sorter view, and green square would have been notes page, but in fact, it's the normal view. PowerPoint defaults to the normal view. Now that's just not fair. To keep fire, but to fall into second place, you'd think that the fire would either pass to me or go out, but I don't want to put out anybody's fire. I just sometimes don't understand the logistics of Kahoot, but it's fun regardless. I enjoy it. I hope you all are too. It's an example of how you can format text, including changing its size, shape, color, and position. Oh, pardon me, I phrased that wrong. And this time red triangle's true, blue diamond's false. Examples of how you can format text include changing its size, shape, color, and position. Well, yeah. Yep. You can format text in a lot of different ways. You can underline it, you can bold it, you can make it larger, you can position it in different parts of your slide. There's a ton that we can do with text to emphasize whatever it is that we're trying to present. Okay, this time I have the fire, but I fell down to second place. I'll take it. Though I wish I could hand over the fire to Karen. Using this, you can choose the arrangement of placeholders on a new slide. Red triangle is themes gallery, blue diamond is text gallery, the yellow circle is new slide gallery, green square is the layout gallery. This is where you choose the arrangement of placeholders on a new slide. Yeah, that'd be the layout gallery. It'll let you move the placeholder around so you can have more control over your presentation, which is really handy. Unless you're looking for a template and you want to just insert the information, it really depends on what kind of presentation you're looking to set up. A level is a position within a structure or outline that indicates the magnitude of importance. This time the red triangle is false, blue diamond is true. Oh no, I answered too soon. Oh. Well, I think maybe I didn't. Whew. Okay, pardon me. So that is true, yeah. Levels are positions within a structure or an outline, and they tell you how important it is. So if you have, say, a bulleted list, and like the first bullet is an actual dot, the second level is also often Roman numerals, so like the eyes. You can have arrows. You can also format your bullets or your dots to whichever is most important. There's a lot of things that you can actually do with the levels and with your bullets and numbering to, to show or emphasize certain things and importance of things and priorities in a presentation. So by default, slides in a new presentation are in this orientation. Okay? The red triangle is landscape orientation. Blue diamond is right to left orientation. Yellow circle is portrait orientation. And green square, top to bottom orientation. We got 3, 2, 1. And that's our landscape, right? So, as they would say in school, if you have a piece of paper, that would be hamburger style, not hot dog style, or horizontal. The way I remember horizontal and landscape is when the sun is setting or rising, you're looking out over the horizon, which is a nice landscape oftentimes, and it goes from left to right, not up and down. Whereas a portrait is a picture that is more vertically inclined, or hot dog style, as some of you may know, and is kind of in the orientation of smartphones. Or, if you can think back to your school photos, if you had those taken. Or if you take a vertical photo using a smartphone, those are portrait, not landscape orientation. Landscape orientation is the orientation that filmmakers use in Hollywood for movies, typically, and portrait orientation would be like videos recorded for TikTok. Moving on. These are a collection of drawings, photographs, sounds, and videos shared among Microsoft applications. The red triangle is Backstage View. Blue diamond is Windows Explorer. The yellow circle is a Microsoft Clip Organizer. And the green squares are Themes Gallery. And that would be the Clip Organizer, which we don't use a ton in this class, but it may be something you'd like to add to your notes. A blank provides consistency in design and color throughout the entire presentation. The red triangles document theme, blue diamond slideshow, a yellow circle is chart, and green square is placeholder. This provides consistency in design and color throughout the entire presentation. And that'd be our theme, the document theme, if you will. Wondering, this is a throwback to PowerPoint 2010, but can you wrap text around a picture or other graphics? This also applies to PowerPoint 2019, just so you know. Well, you can in the new version, but it looks like in old versions it was tough or not possible to wrap text around a picture or other graphic. But in 2019, that feature should be available. So pardon me for that. When you make a presentation to an audience using PowerPoint, you use Notes Page View. True or false? The that was quick. The red triangle is true and blue diamond is false. And so this is false. You wouldn't use the Notes Page View. You'd usually use the presentation view, using the
normal view?
Yeah, normal view, or the view of the pull-down presentation on the bottom right of the screen. Usually when you present to the audience, and I showed this at the end of last class, I can review it again, you want to press I believe it's called the slideshow button, and it looks like an overhead projector. All right, this game's getting even more interesting. All of the following are guidelines for a new presentation, except the red triangles find the appropriate theme, blue diamond is format specific elements of the text, Yellow circle says add clip art to every slide, and green square says determine where to save the presentation. We've got 3, 2. There's no need to add clip art to every slide, right? It might be a little distracting to have that in your presentation to include clip art to every slide, unless perhaps you're giving a presentation on clip art. You never know. All right, that should barely be enough to clear me, but the game is still young. The default document theme is the red triangle says office theme, blue diamond, Oriel theme, yellow circle original theme, and green square is origin. We've got 5 seconds left. And that's our office theme. So feel free to add that to your notes as well. PowerPoint blank should reinforce the speaker's message and help the audience retain the information. The red triangles markers, blue diamond files, yellow circle events, and green square slides. What should reinforce... Oh, I ran out of time. That was odd. Sorry about that. Well, someone got some points and I didn't get my answer in time, but that's all right. Slides. The slides reinforce the speaker's message and help us retain the information. Remember, we want to show, not tell, right? The slides shouldn't include all of the speaker's message because that won't help the audience retain the information, right? It's a combination of pinpointed information, focused information on the slides, as well as perhaps a graphic to represent it. And then the speaker generally gives most of the information so that the audience's attention largely goes to the speaker and what the speaker is trying to explain or teach rather than what's included on the slide, right? So the major takeaway for this is to show, not tell. A few more left. Which of the following is not a design guideline for formatting text? Ooh, be quick about this. Red triangle, use complementary colors that work well together. Sorry, I'm going to go over this as fast as possible. I'm so sorry. Didn't give you enough time for that, so let's just add this to the notes. So, not a design guideline for formatting text. That would be the blue diamond. The other 3 I'll read are good design guidelines for formatting text. And the red triangle says use complementary colors that work well together. That's a good idea. Yellow circle says make careful color choices. All right. And green, the square says avoid all capital letters, which is not a which is a good idea. You don't want to have your PowerPoint slides in all caps, right? It may send the wrong message, and it's just poor design for PowerPoint presentations in general. And it says avoid text with a font size greater than 30 points. Not necessarily a design guideline. It really kind of depends on your own creativity, your own style, and what you're trying to emphasize in the presentation. So this blue diamond, we wouldn't count that as a design guideline for formatting text. And again, if anybody has any questions, feel free to use the chat, raise your hand, and let me know. You can insert pictures, such as scanned photos, line art, and artwork into a presentation. The red triangle is false, blue diamond is true, and we got it. Of course you can. Yep, we've even done it so far. So you can insert pictures, scan photos, your own artwork, actual photos, graphs, files, you name it. There's a ton that we can include and insert into a presentation. How about this? Unlike clip art, you cannot resize a photograph using the mouse. Red triangle is false, blue diamond is true. Yeah, that can't be true because a lot of the photos I take, they're very large. I've got a mirrorless camera, and if I couldn't resize a photograph, the photos that I take would take up the entire PowerPoint slide, and you wouldn't even be able to see the whole picture. So of course, you should be able to resize a photograph using your mouse or trackpad like I'm currently using. Question 29. The best starting point to develop a presentation is to red triangle, analyze the intended audience. Blue, I said red diamond again. Sorry, I saw 10 seconds. We'll go over this really quick. Sorry for the lack of time. But the best starting point to develop a presentation would be to establish, why is the presentation needed? What's the information that I need to share? Why is this important? And what's the purpose of the presentation, right? Now, you definitely want to analyze the intended audience. That would be red triangle. It's not the best starting point, but I would maybe do that second. The yellow circle says decide what to include in the presentation. Well, you need to figure out the why first before you figure out the what, right? And then once you've figured out why you need to give the presentation, who our intended audience is, and what to include in the presentation, then you want to gather information, which is the green square. But you wouldn't do that first. The best starting point would be figuring out, why do I need to even give this presentation? Whew, okay. Time for the last one. I'm going to take a deep breath because it could be 10 seconds, it could be 20 seconds. And so just a heads up, this last one is incoming now. Which of the following keys can you press to run a slideshow starting with slide number 1? The red triangle is F11, blue diamond is F5, and I don't know why that happened. That was really strange. I didn't press any buttons, but that ended quickly. That might have only been 5 seconds. But this is an important shortcut that helps us. So you can press F5 if you have it. Actually, the Mac that I'm working on has a function button, and unlike the newer Macs, it doesn't have the function row, it has a touch bar. And so if you press F5 on a PC or a Mac that has the function keys included, you can run the slideshow by just pressing F5, and that's a really handy shortcut that will free you up to give the presentation. All right. So that's essentially it. That's the quiz. I'm going to press the next button. There's a podium that's not relevant to our at-home audience. So I'm going to stop the recording and say thank you to the participants. Thank you for taking that Kahoot with us and studying up. I hope it helped. And have a good one. Let us know if you have any questions, and enjoy the quiz. I'm going to stop the recording now. And adios, auf Wiedersehen, tschüss, and obrigado from Professor Blowers.